Ooh, this looks like fun. A bench. Kids, what do you say you go get your Aunt Selma's beer smooth?
Right over by the World of Coke, just directly across from Planet Hollywood, which is directly behind our world's largest helium balloon. As we approach our marketplace,
Everyone, welcome to Florida. We are at Orleans French Quarter. We're gonna get on one of the little boats and we're gonna head down to Disney Springs for some crazy food adventures. And if you think that's the only food we're gonna have, you're completely wrong. We're gonna explore the parks and eat even more of Florida. So stay tuned. So we had a reservation over at Paddlefish. It's my first time coming here. I'm really excited. I've heard very good things. We have some interesting menu items coming up that all sound delicious. So this place has a pretty relaxed atmosphere. Everyone is just kind of here to enjoy some good fish. And it's kind of an interesting thing. It's like a boathouse kind of atmosphere to it. It does have a lot of stairs. You have to climb up to go to some of the different dining areas. So if anyone has issues with like their knees or anything like that, just be aware. I'm sure they can accommodate you if you have issues. The theming here is really nice. It has a whole steamboat look for it and feel, which is appropriate because it's on a river. And usually those were used going up and down the rivers. In addition to that, the wait staff is very prompt and very friendly. I will warn you, there are some stairs to get up to the different levels, so if you have issues with your knees or something like that, then you might want to take that into consideration, or when making your reservations, you might want to tell them we'll have a party member who can't climb the stairs, something along those lines, and I'm sure there's a way they can accommodate you. Personally, I really like the theming, it's really nice, and the menu is very interesting, and every time I was like, ooh, I want that, no, I want that, no, I want that, and that's not common for me at a restaurant, so if you're into fish platters, this is probably going to be your favorite place at Disney Springs. So I was in the mood for something a little sweeter. The waitress recommended the Hawaiian shipmate. It has pineapple, it has gin. Those are two things I love, so hopefully I'll love this too. I was stuck the straw up my nose and didn't even take the thing off. Alright, let's pay attention to our drink next time. Alright. Wow, it tastes like fruit punch. Like a boozy fruit punch. This is wonderful. Oh man, it has that that slight sourness that comes with like really strong fruit punches that have like, some strong pineapple in there that kind of makes your mouth kind of salivate a bit. So good. You can taste a little bit of cherry in there, it tastes like. Pineapple's strong with this one. It's one of those sweeter drinks where I've gotten my tongue test prepared to understand like, yeah, there's alcohol in this. But if you weren't prepared for that and you just had this, you'd be knocked out like, in a few seconds there because you just probably drink the whole thing and go, that didn't taste like alcohol at all. I'll take a second. And then, before you know it, plump on the table. So yeah, I do love my sweet drinks where you can't even taste the alcohol. That's wonderful. All right, this is the Shamrock Sour. It is the drink of the month. There is Jameson's in this. There is some apple liqueur in this. It's gonna be a thing. You know what? That is delightful. I was expecting it to be really, really citrusy and really have that like that sour fruitiness where you go, ooh, whoa, yeah, it's too much. And I've had drinks like that before. This is, you can definitely taste the whiskey in this. This is like a sweeter whiskey sour, is what it reminds me of. If you made a whiskey sour, but you're like, I don't like how, you know, the clashing of the flavors or the whiskey tastes too strong. This tones down the whiskey flavor a little bit. It definitely adds a lot of fruit flavor to it. It's not too bad. From the description and the ingredients, I always felt like this was going to be too much of a sour drink for me, but yeah, that's pretty good. I recommend this. So as an appetizer, we chose to try the calamari. This smells delicious. It's nice and crispy on the ooh. It's fresh too if it's falling apart like that. That was totally a pepper. All right, take 2 on that one. So they're nice and crisp on the outside. Smells good. The meat is nice and soft, easy to chew. It's not like sometimes it can get a little like rubbery. Nope. The outer crust is really good. I'm not sure what they do here for the crust, but and the breading makes this. So it's some really good calamari. Our answers to your problems. Alright, I got the catch of the day. It's swordfish, one of my favorites. Meals of couscous. It is supposed to have some vegetable stuff, but unfortunately, some of the ingredients in that I'm actually allergic to, so they had to remove it. But other than that, yeah, it looks like a good plate. Smells good. Ooh. Oh, look at that. It just cuts right through like nothing. Oop, and it falls off my fork like nothing. Let's get fallen piece. Well, oh my god. Okay. So it is seared nicely on all sides. There's definitely a lot of flavorful seasoning on it that really just makes it delicious. This is really good. Let's try some of the couscous here. Move that other piece fell over the way. We'll do some of the couscous here. The couscous sometimes has a topping on there of various little vegetables, what have you, but it's not bad. It is a little plain. It probably does need that extra topping on there that I couldn't eat, but pretty good couscous overall. Not too bad. Yeah, this is a nice surprise for me. Like I said, everything on the menu sounded like the best thing ever. So I just kind of jumped around, landed on this, and I like it. I think it goes without saying that it was delicious. Between the bread they brought to the table, the dinner, the appetizer, everything was amazing. We just finished everything off. And I'm in that state where I want more because it tasted so good, but if I eat another bite, I'll probably just pop. So you get a lot of food, it tastes really good. This place was great, and the recommendations we got for it, yeah, I 100% see where they're coming from, and really recommend it myself as well. You gotta check out Paddlefish. Alright, so we got a few key points to talk about when it comes to Paddlefish. 1, get reservations. Some places you don't need to do that. This is definitely one of the places where you do. It's a very popular place. A lot of the tables are filled. When we were walking up to come in for our reservation, we were told, or rather, we heard 2 people get told that they have no other tables until 9:30. And it was like 7 o'clock. So that's how much it fills up. So I highly, highly recommend getting those reservations if you really want to try this place. 2, the seafood here is amazing. This is a great place for any seafood lover. If you're not a seafood lover, I'm sure there are a few things on the menu you can have, but you won't get the full experience unless you really want some fish or some shrimp, something along those lines. What we had was delicious, and probably some of the best fish I've had in a long time, which is saying a lot because my family is a go out and go and grab fish family. So I've gone to a lot of good fish restaurants. I just haven't gotten one. I haven't gone to one in a while, and this one really was like, oh, this is what I've been missing. The adult drinks are also wonderful, as you saw in the video, and there's plenty of other options on there in addition to just your standard, you know, if you just want a whiskey or a beer or whatever. Wine, especially, they had a long wine list. And if you don't, I mean, obviously they have sodas and water and all that stuff too. Overall, this was a great experience. It's not in the parks, but it's, you know, Disney Springs, so it's right there amongst the whole resort area. It's really good, and I can't recommend it highly enough. Thank you to everyone who was telling me check out Paddlefish, because this definitely was worth checking out. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Check out our description for ways to support the channel, including our Ko-Fi, where you can suggest food for me to eat. Please make it delicious. We're gonna have a bunch more content coming from Florida, so check it out. It's going to be an exciting adventure because every time I come out here, I keep finding the best food ever, and then I find a food that tops it. So Florida is an amazing time. Thank you for watching, and until next time, eat the magic. It's just a pellet swap, but it has a new hat.